Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Well, good morning. It's Monday, June 20th, 2022. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief. George and DCMDVA weather done good for us this weekend, man. I'll tell you, after a hot Friday, the weekend was spectacular for a parade, a festival, and fireworks. And yesterday, I got up really early and did a 15-mile bike ride on Kent Island on the Cross Island Trail. I might have crossed paths with maybe 6 people total, and I beat that horrible traffic. Well, it is Monday, and we have some news, so let's get into it, shall we? And happy Juneteenth. Well, actual Juneteenth was yesterday. Today is the federal, state, and local holiday, so most government services, post offices, banks, stock markets, and the like will be closed. Many private employers have also decided to make this a company holiday as well. Transit is going to be on a Sunday schedule, but trash will be picked up as usual. The Maryland State Police have arrested a man from my old stomping grounds up in Pennsylvania. A 21-year-old man from Hatfield, Pennsylvania, got into a road rage incident on I-97 near Dorsey Road on Friday evening, and he pulled a gun and pointed it to another car. The cars ultimately collided, but there were no injuries, and when police arrived, they discovered that the weapon had been reported stolen in Baltimore City. The man was taken into custody and charged accordingly. Interestingly, I just read a story that 44 people a month are shot and killed or injured in road rage incidents across the United States every month. This is up from 22 per month pre-pandemic. Kind of a scary statistic. Well, it is official. Anne Arundel County Board of Education has signed the contract for our new superintendent of schools, Dr. Mark Bedell. He will officially start in August after relocating here from Kansas City. And in signing the contract, Bedell, addressing how he will lead the system, said, "Education is the pathway to economic prosperity. If we do education right, it doesn't matter how you show up or where you come from, you can overcome." And he did continue with that he is the superintendent of all and has an ultimate goal to have Anne Arundel County be a top 5 district in the state. Dr. Bedell will make $305,000 a year with opportunities for bonuses throughout his 4-year contract. And I say welcome aboard, Dr. Bedell. Anne Arundel County Executive Pittman announced that Ben Burge, who was briefly the chief accounting officer for the county and subsequently led the Anne Arundel Economic Development Corporation, left. Apparently, he left on Friday, and no one is talking about why or what happened to make a CEO leave with no notice. Pittman immediately named Jill Seaman, who is the administrative officer for the AAEDC, as interim CEO. And we're going to snoop around and see what we can find out, so you want to stay tuned. This is a bit unusual. AAMC is earning more kudos, this time from the American Heart Association. The hospital was recently honored with the Gold Plus Get With the Guidelines Stroke Quality Achievement Award. And boy, that is a mouthful. The Get With the Guidelines program is a joint program between the American Heart Association and the American Stroke Association to basically improve stroke care by adhering to strict guidelines for the care. So more kudos to AAMC because you went for the gold and got it. I do hope you caught the local business spotlight with Rehab to Perform and their new location in Gambrills. And if you have a need for physical therapy or rehab, you definitely want to check them out. We did drop a long overdue podcast with Mary Angela Hardwick and Historic Annapolis and their fantastic new museum and exhibit, Annapolis, An American Story. We did that over the weekend, so you do want to make sure you give that a listen. She's really fascinating, and actually that museum is amazing. A little bit later today, we're going to have another bonus pod with Liliac. They are a 5-piece heavy metal family band ranging from ages 15 to 22. They're coming to Ram's Head on July 1st. Had a great talk with Melody, and they are like the Partridge Family with an edge. Let's say a really hard edge. That drops at noon. You know, and speaking of bands, I got a pair of tickets to see East Porter Rockin' this Saturday, but I want them to go to somebody new to the area that has never been to the festival. If you have never been, I want you to shoot me an email at info@ionannapolis.net or slide into my Twitter DMs at ionannapolis and let me know the month and year that you moved to the area. The newest of the newbies will score a pair of tickets on me. And for those looking to go to the Annapolis Irish Festival, remember, 5 off I-22 will save you $5 on every single ticket you want to buy. That's the number 5, as in dollars, off, as in discount, I, like in eyeball or eye on Annapolis, 22, like the year. 5 off I-22 saves you $5 on every single ticket at the Annapolis Irish Festival. AnnapolisIrishFestival.com is where you want to go for that. All right, that's it for today. But first, a quick thank you to our sponsors for today's Daily News Brief. Solar Energy Services, Alpha Engineering, and the Kristi Neidhardt Team of Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster company. All righty, Ann Alsina from CovingtonAlsina is here with your Monday Money Report, and hopefully the markets will take the day off today and get their act together. And, of course, George Young from DCMDVA Weather is here with your locally forecast weather. All of that coming up in just a bit.
The benefits of a good night's sleep are well documented. Sleeping well prevents weight gain, improves concentration and creativity, and boosts the immune system. So, what keeps you up at night? If you run a business, then the security of your computer network may be one of those things. Threats like ransomware and phishing are becoming increasingly sophisticated and pose a real risk to any business. Don't let these cyber threats keep you up at night. At Alpha, they've been helping their customers sleep better for over 30 years by monitoring in real time and hardening network defenses. And for those irritating IT issues that arise every day, Alpha's just a phone call away, helping your business run smoothly and helping you sleep better, knowing Alpha is on guard. Give Alpha a call to see if they can ease your worries and help you get the rest you deserve. Find them at alphagetsit.com.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA Weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Monday, June 20th. It was a great weather weekend across the Annapolis region with cool temps and refreshing breezes, and today we'll deliver once again before temps warm back up a bit to more or less average levels for this time of year. Look for sunny highs today in the upper 70s to lower 80s after another cool start this morning with 50s for most, to be followed by low to mid 80s and mixed skies tomorrow, with temps then back into the mid to upper 80s with a chance of showers and storms Wednesday, with mixed skies and low to mid 80s both Thursday and Friday, ahead of more mid 80s and a small chance of some additional showers over the weekend. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there today. Stay healthy and be safe. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter for regular updates each day, along with our website at dcmdvaweather.info. And definitely be sure to download our DCMDVA Weather app on all of your devices from either the Apple or Google App Stores, so you can always stay weather informed.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. With all the talk of energy resilience in the news recently, I'm surprised there's not more talk about solar plus batteries, especially since 1/3 of all of our new residential solar projects include a battery backup system that provides instant energy security and peace of mind. And with incentives in place for battery backup, this investment is now more affordable than ever. With financing rates as low as 0.99% and plans offering 18 months same as cash, it's now easier than ever to go solar with no money down. Financing creates an easy bill swap scenario where you replace your electric bill with a loan payment, allowing you to build equity in your own personal energy supply. Don't wait for your next power outage to act. Contact us today at 410-923-6090 or visit us at solarsaves.net to learn more about solar with battery backup. Don't wait another minute. Sunshine's are wasted.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
You work hard for your money. Is your money working hard for you? Managing and investing, it can be confusing. Ann Alsina, a financial planner from CovingtonAlsina, has been helping people make sense of it all for over 17 years. Are you ready? Now here's your Monday Money Report.
This is Ann Alsina of CovingtonAlsina with your Monday Money Report. The market declined again last week on increasing fears of an economic slowdown. the Federal Reserve Bank increased interest rates by 0.75%, a hike not seen since 1994. We saw a bit of a bounce that day and again on Friday, but we are still in bear territory, meaning at least a 20% decrease in the market. And if you took the hike I suggested last week, you might have seen that bears charge with their heads down, an easy way to remember the difference between a bear and a bull. The risk of a recession is looming larger. The bigger immediate worry comes from two recent studies. One showed that 34% of workers who earn between $50,000 and $100,000 are living paycheck to paycheck. The other reported that 36% of those making over $100,000 are also living paycheck to paycheck. As interest rates and the cost of living rise, it is more important than ever to become conscious of our spending and to reduce debt. Some of what we view as necessities are really luxuries. As a financial planner, I have no problem with people enjoying their morning coffee or buying expensive items, so long as they have taken care of other necessary things first. Emergency savings, good insurance coverage, and being on track for retirement or other goals. Whatever is left after that, by all means, enjoy it. On the other hand, if you're not on track, or you don't have emergency savings, or you're carrying a balance on your credit card, some changes may be in order. A great example I often see is manicures. A nice gel manicure done every other week is about $40, including tip, which adds up to $1,000 a year. If your credit card interest rate just went up to 16%, and you have chosen to get your nails done instead of paying that money towards your credit card, a year from now, you'll owe an extra $160, the interest you paid to carry that $1,000 you spent on manicures on your credit card. Carry it for another year, and it's an additional $185. Ouch. It's the same thing with eating out regularly, multiple streaming or electronic subscriptions, or other luxuries. If you're in debt, or if you have a big savings goal, you can game your way into this. First, cut expenses. Put that money towards the debt or savings goal. I love visual reminders, so print something out that you can color in as you take each step towards your goal. Skip the latte? Transfer the money to your trip fund and color in a palm tree. Cook spaghetti at home instead of eating out? Make a payment to your credit card and color in a part of your picture. The second step is to look for a side hustle. You don't need to work 7 days a week, but baby or pet sitting, mowing lawns, or even picking up a part-time job for a few days a month can add up. Walking dogs twice a week for $20 each time is $2,000 a year. When you think about the interest adding up on a credit card, that could really mean $2,320 change in a year. The $2,000 you paid off, and the $320 in interest you didn't incur. Most of us who are living paycheck to paycheck have not purposely gotten ourselves into that position. We nickel and dime our way there, with numerous small things that are individually affordable. The trick is to become conscious of our spending and decide what's more important with each purchase, the fast casual meal or going to Paris. Your action item to take this week is to update your balance sheet. A balance sheet is just a list of your assets, or what you own, and your debts, or what you owe. Include on the sheet the interest rate for each of your debts. You'll find more information on our Facebook page and our website at CovingtonAlsina.com. Investment advice offered through Great Valley Advice Group, a registered investment advisor. All performance references historical. There's no guarantee of future results. All indices are unmanaged and may not be invested into directly. The opinions voiced in this show are for general information only and are not to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual. To determine which strategies or investments may be appropriate for you, contact the appropriate qualified professional prior to making a decision. And if you don't have a financial advisor, come talk to us. This is Ann Alsina with CovingtonAlsina.
Another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt of the Kristi Neidhardt Team from Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster company.
One of the most common questions we get, how do I maximize the value of my home before I sell it? It's a great question. We look at improvements like investments. What is the rate of return? For example, if we invest $5,000 in painting kitchen cabinets and installing granite, how much more will our home sell for? The answer? About $25,000 more. That's a 500% return on investment. Because of returns like this, we have started a program called Investing in You. We know cash is often tight when you're making a move, and we are here to help. We will front you up to $15,000 to invest in refreshing your home before you list it, with the agreement to be paid back once your home settles. Call us today so we can help you maximize your home's value.
That's another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt. To get in touch, call 410-599-1370 or visit kn-team.com. That's kn-team.com.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at EyeOnAnnapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.